News Down and Dave.
This is my state, this is my team. You know what that means. This is for the black and blue that I bleed. This is for the chance to bring home that ring. But everybody gonna doubt this. So far there ain't been another way around it. We bring heat to the game each week. They just say we ain't got what it takes, we ain't bout it. Well, y'all can just keep saying that we ain't gonna make it, but at the end of the day, this'll be the Panthers nation. You know, this ain't a game to us major players at every angle that you can think of. That's why you hate us. Get out the way of greatness. You can look at our faces and see the blood, sweat, and tears that it took to create this. Yeah, I know what you're thinking, but you can save it. Cause even on the darkest of days, you know we're always gonna find a way to tell them what we gon' do, we gotta
Yo, Dave, what's poppin', man?
What's up, man? What's up, man? Happy New Year to all.
Happy New Year, everybody. What's good? Y'all comments is crazy already, man. Y'all already bugging. Y'all are already bugging. It's funny. But yeah, man. So we didn't have a show on Monday because I believe it was New Year's Eve. So we just come to chill, and talk a little bit about the season. And it's not too much going on. We're gonna talk a little bit about the happenings, and then we're gonna move on. But go ahead, Dave.
So the important question is, are we playing Sweet Carolina or not?
Nah. Oh, okay. I mean, we can for the culture.
I don't want to, man.
You know what, Dave? It's been so long since we got a W.
I forgot. No, stop. No,
I forgot,
stop.
Dave.
No, stop. No.
I forgot.
No.
You gotta bless the people.
No.
Dave.
I told y'all we were gonna win.
We gotta bless the people, yo.
No, we don't.
Dave.
No, we don't. We're fine. No.
Yo, that's funny, man. Yo, that is fun. Yo, it's been so long since we got a W. I forgot. I forgot all about playing Sweet Carolina after the W, bro. It's been so long, B.
Listen, you know the last time we had a win? Last time we had a win, we were out of the country.
Wow. Yo, that's wild, man. That's wild.
We were in Jamaica.
Yo, that's crazy. That's crazy.
We beat the Bucks. Then we went to go to Pittsburgh, and we got destroyed for 7 straight weeks until last Sunday.
Yeah, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
I didn't want to play it because we went from having a top 10 pick to 16.
Yeah. Look, let's talk about that for a second, because I mean we did mess up the potential draft pick. We went from I didn't even do what we would have been if everything else played out the way it played, and we would have lost. I didn't even do that math. I didn't do the math, but I think we would have been like ninth or 10th if I'm not mistaken. And we lost a couple draft spots, but it is what it is, man. The Saints didn't want that W either. It's kind of hard to get a. I mean, they trolled out nothing literally, and it's kind of hard to throw a game when the other team ain't really playing either. So I'll take not getting swept again for 2 years in a row. Then a couple spots in the draft. I'm not tripping. It's not like we went from top 3 to 15 or something like that. So it's not that bad, but it is what it is, though. It is.
Yeah, actually, Teddy Bridgewater had a lot to play for.
I mean, he did. He didn't look good, but I mean, I cut him some slack. I think even all that said and done for Teddy, I think he's still gonna be top quarterback come off free agency. next year. So I'm not tripping off of. I think Teddy is cool. Teddy is cool. Teddy is cool. But it is what it is, man. They set up nice. They about to go in. They didn't, they lost like 2 or 3 players within the first couple plays, and then they was like, nah, we packing it in. When Pete went down, and then the first their DT, I forgot his name, but he's a beast. Sheldon Rankins went down, and they were like, nah, we good. We good on that. We packing it in.
Mm-hmm.
So it is what it is, though. I'm not really tripping. I'll take it. It's like I said, we only dropped a couple spots. It wasn't like we only dropped six, potentially 7 spots. It sucks, but it's not a big deal at the end of the day. If you draft, if you good at what you do, you're not worried about a couple spots. I think Hurney got the first round on lock. It's the later rounds that we got to be slightly concerned about. But based off last year, I think he did good.
Yeah.
So
yeah, that's true.
So I mean, it's all good, all good. Shout out to Kyle Allen though. He played well, going up against that terrible the second string defense. Can't be third string because it ain't preseason, but he did good. He looked solid. If that's any takeaway from the game. That's all I got for the Saints game. I ain't really want to talk about that game, to be honest with you.
No. Just wanted to bring it up. Just wondering whether or not you were gonna play the tune or not.
That's funny because I completely forgot, That's how bad we've been. I just forgot completely about the Sweet Caroline, which is really funny. But all right. That being said, first of all, let me give a shout out to everybody that's watching the Draft Scout videos. I've been dropping them joints consistently. I recorded a bunch of them over the break. And, they're slowly coming out. I did defensive ends, defensive tackles, and then I think this weekend we got a couple linebackers coming out. I consider Josh Allen a linebacker. He's coming out, and Devin White's coming out over the weekend. It's a couple more guys coming. But I appreciate everybody for watching that joint. It was those joints are fun to do. I think I'm gonna move to some offensive guys, some wide receivers next week, break up the monotony a little bit. Do some receivers, do some cornerbacks, offensive linemen, stuff like that. But they'll come out. We got a lot of time. I'm mad early on these just because I want to get through a lot of the players. I want to know exactly what I'm getting. So that's why I'm doing them so early. I want to catch everybody, as many as I can anyway. But shout out to everybody that's watching them joints.
You were dropping them joints like crazy.
Yeah, they're still coming out, bro. I did a whole bunch of them over the break, and I still got a whole bunch of them in the tuck. I'm just scheduling them I've done them. They're done now. It's a matter of scheduling them. So they're coming out, a couple at a time, 2 per day. And so far, based on the videos, Josh Allen is a fan favorite. He got like almost 400 views. So. It's I'm not Josh Allen, Zach Allen. My bad. I said I was gonna do it in his video. I said I'm gonna call this dude Josh Allen. I apologize in advance. His name is Zach Allen, and he's a beast. My fault.
Josh Allen is a fantasy animal, though.
Oh,
brother, Josh Allen, man.
Am I doing any Notre Dame guy? I got a couple Notre Dame guys. I got you, Alex. I know you're a Notre Dame fan. I got you. I got a couple of guys. But yeah, catch up, man. I got a whole bunch of them. They coming, and then I'll probably redo a few. As it narrows down, I'm going to look up to see if there's any new videos. And I'll redo the ones like when we do like visits, the Senior Bowl stuff will be out. Like the combine stuff will be out. So I'm going to get back. I'm going to circle back around. I'm going to circle back around for sure. I'm going to circle back around. So we gonna hit everybody, just because it's really for my sake, because I really want to dive into this stuff. I really want to know what we getting and kind of get into the mind of a scout, just because I think it's interesting. I just think it's interesting, man. I'm learning a lot. I'm no expert, so it's just cool for me to do that. So I like it. I enjoy it. It's fun. Again,
Yep.
appreciate it.
We haven't talked. We haven't had a show since the first the college football playoffs. I didn't watch them. I was in UFC mode last Saturday, so
Oh yeah, great.
I
Yo,
just heard that they were pretty much blowouts.
UFC was great. I watched. I had the split screen on. I was watching them both, but I mean, Notre Dame got smacked. But hey, you at the end of the day, you got the two best teams, so that's what you want, right?
Yeah,
At the end of the day, that's what you want, right?
I still think they should go to 8, man.
Yeah, I think at the end of the day, you
I
still
think
can
they
get
should go to 8.
Listen,
Man.
listen, man. I hear everybody complaining about it, but listen, those two teams would have won. If you put any put any other two teams in those spots, though, they would have lost. You put Ohio State there, they would have lost. You saw what Georgia did, even though they was down a couple players, they still got smacked. So that's just I don't think they blew it at all. I think they got it right.
I don't know.
They got it right because you want to argue Ohio State. Listen, they lost, B. They lost. You don't lose. You don't lose. You can take a good loss. They got a bad loss. They got a bad loss. What you want them to take out an undefeated Notre Dame team? Granted, they got smacked, but they was undefeated. What you supposed to do?
But we can't go off that when you got teams like South Florida, University of Central Florida.
They not playing the schedule that Notre Dame. It's completely different. Notre Dame played people. They played ranked teams. I mean, no, it's UCF and Notre Dame are two different situations. They're completely different.
Notre Dame isn't in a conference though, man.
So what? They went undefeated, fam. What you want them to do? If you take out an undefeated Notre Dame team, fam, what do you do?
So here's my thing. Somebody just said you diminish all the bowl games if you put 8 teams in. I disagree. I think 99% of the bowl games are BS anyway. They're already diminished.
That's true.
People just keep watching them. So
that's
because
true. A lot of
them joints don't have a purpose. 99% of them have no purpose. So why not put 8? Put the 5 conference champion teams in and do 3 at large. Then everybody's happy. You do a top 8. You see some wild stuff. FCS been doing the freaking tournament for years, and there's way more teams that go through that. Why don't you do a playoff?
Fam,
do more teams.
Fam, I will give y'all. Listen, you cannot take out an undefeated Notre Dame team and put in a one-loss anybody. They played. Listen, let me look at their schedule real quick. They played people, fam. Like y'all act like they didn't play any. They beat ranked teams. Like they beat Michigan. They beat
USC. They always play USC.
Yeah, they beat USC, which is a rivalry. They beat Northwestern, who was ranked at the time. They beat Syracuse, who was ranked at the time. Come on, man. Yo, why am I arguing with y'all, man? You can't take out an undefeated Notre Dame team at the end of the day. But granted, they might be overrated. All that stuff might be true. I'll give y'all that, but you can't take them out. You can't take them out.
But that's my thing. Like, I think the big beef with Notre Dame is that they don't play a conference. I think that's what it boils down to. They're not in a conference. So
we've seen haven't we seen non-champions go to the playoffs? Yes, we have. We've seen non-conference champions go to the playoffs. So what are y'all saying?
Talking about since they've done the 14?
Yeah.
There's only one team that can go, and that's Notre Dame. Who else is independent?
So we haven't seen two SEC teams in the playoff.
Yeah, but they play in a freaking conference.
That's not my point. That's not my point. That's not my point. My point is you can't complain about non-conference or not being in the conference, but then let a non-conference champion in the thing. It negates it. What's the point? Like, listen. At the end of the day, you don't. They got it right. You can't they got it right. B. Oklahoma took a rank. They lost to Texas. They took a one loss and they lost. It was a good loss. They took a good loss.
I wasn't mad at Oklahoma as much as I was.
And like I said, I said it in the group me. I said Ohio State got high at the end. They got high. I'm not gonna lie. They was playing they best football towards the end of the season. But in the day, you cannot take a bad loss. In the way this thing is set up, you can't take a bad loss. You can't. Who they lose to? Who did Ohio State lose to? Who they lose to?
I don't even know. I don't know.
Who they lose to? Some scrubs, B. They lost to some scrubs. And they got destroyed, too.
It was early in the season, too, if I remember.
It doesn't matter. It don't matter. So, it is what it is. Listen, I watch college football. Y'all can't try to play me. Like, listen, I don't think it's the of course it matters. look at it don't matter. Yeah, it don't matter. Okay. Of course it matters.
I think they should have.
Of course it matters. They got smacked. They got smacked, B.
I just think they need to up it to 8. Like, all these cats talking about 4 is enough. I disagree. You get up it to 8. And then you can't be talking about, well, you got to think about the schedule and you got to think about the kids. And I was like, well, what about all these freaking FCS schools that are sitting here doing a freaking tournament that goes for like 6-7 weeks? A tournament that started over a month ago. So, you can add 4 more teams. And that way you know all 5 power conferences get their champion. And then you throw 3 at-large teams. Now, 6 is too hard. Because then you're going to be like, well, who gets to buy? Just do 8 and just call it a day. Just do 8, call it a day.
Yo, it's just funny, man. Like, it's all good. Like, they never going, like, it don't matter. You move it to 8, nobody's going to be, you're going to miss out on a UCF. And they're going to get pissed off. And it's always going to be somebody.
If UCF ain't top 8,
it's always going to be somebody, fam.
I think it should be bigger than 8, but I think it should be 16, but I'm just trying to.
It's always going to.
I know 16 will never happen because they're against it.
It's always going to be somebody. Listen, then who was ranked number 9? Whoever ranked number 9 and number 10, they're going to be pissed off because you left them out. And then they deserve. Listen, the NCAA basketball tournament has 64 teams, and y'all still get mad over 68. Excuse me, 68 teams, and y'all still get mad when Blase Blah don't make it because they play in a mid major. It's always gonna be somebody. It's just facts. It's always gonna be somebody. It's just facts, B.
68 teams, man.
And y'all still get mad because. I cannot
wait to be at the casino when the NCAA tournament starts. That's going to be wild.
Y'all get mad because Timbuktu State didn't get in. It's not different. It's the same. You can't please everybody. 1,000% correct. All right, man. Let me start my show, man, because y'all tripping. Y'all get my blood pressure. My bad. My bad, Dave. No disrespect. Your show, Dave.
Your show. Yeah.
All right, so we wanted to do this show to hand out some awards, the Panther Nation podcast postseason awards. All right, so I hit Dave, and I was like, "Yo, what's good? What's good with the what's good with these awards? Who do you nominate as such and such? All right." So I said I made up a couple categories. I said, "Yo, let's do most underappreciated, the most underappreciated players on offense and defense. Then we got offensive MVP, we got defensive MVP, and we got rookie of the year. Some of them are obvious. I meant not postseason. My bad. Y'all know what I meant. I meant after the season awards.
Actually,
y'all know what I meant.
Postseason is fine. That's fine because our season is over.
It's over. Like y'all know what I meant. Come on, people. All right. So so let's talk about it, Dave. I believe first up is Dave's most unappreciated player on offense. So Dave, do you want to introduce your most unappreciated player on offense?
Who did I put?
You put Jarius Wright.
Jarius Wright, yes. I don't have it in front of me. I did put Jarius Wright.
I got you.
So, yeah, I think he was pretty much Mr. Third Down, and we haven't really had a dependable guy like that since probably Ricky Pro when it came to third downs. I mean, we always had a tight end, but we always had Olsen. But I think that was a much needed spot. So that's what I'm rolling with Jarius Wright when it comes to the unappreciated. player. There's other folks I could have thought of too, particularly like the I thought about Greg Van Roten, but I decided to give it to the receiver because because like he didn't miss a snap, man.
Yeah, I'm not gonna argue with you. When you said him, I was like, all right, that's cool. I see you, Dave. But I think I got a good one too, and I'm nominating Taylor Moton, fam. Like, listen, none of y'all talk about Moton, B. This man ain't done nothing but his job, okay? He's done everything there is to do. Everything that there is to do on the offensive line. He played every snap, and he got a little bit of shine early in the season, but then it fell off. It fell off, and then I felt like he was getting disrespected, B. I feel like this dude, he's the future of the O-line, in my opinion. He's played well, and he deserves a lot more credit than what he's getting. I know it was everybody earlier. Not only that, let me just bring up a point. This man, do y'all understand? This man might be taking an All-Pros job. Like, he's that good. He's been that good that he is about to. He is making y'all comfortable enough to move on from Darrell Williams, an All-Pro. Do y'all understand that? Like, yo, it's wild how good he is, and I feel like nobody about it. So that being said, I mean that's these are my guys, man. So Dave, you got a good one. But I'm giving it to Moton, man. Chat Cats, who y'all got? Who y'all got, Chat Cats?
I don't think Darrell Williams is overrated. No way.
I know. I mean, you make all pro. You deserve all the credits you get. I mean, that's
yeah, man.
You deserve it. But y'all are. But I'm saying,
if there's a way that we can get Darrell Williams on the cheap, I want to. I would like to.
I feel like if Darrell Williams, he's gonna come back and we'll talk about all this later. He's gonna come back on a proven deal, probably most likely, and it could be potentially where we move Moton to left tackle and have Darrell at right tackle. I think that's a good situation. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. We'll talk about that on Monday. Well, maybe down the line we'll talk about it. But fam, like, Moton deserves his credit, B. And I'll open up the phone lines later, and y'all could give y'all own opinions at that point. But yeah, so I'm down with Moton. He's a beast. He does everything. He can play any position on the line, probably. Only thing we haven't seen him play is center, and I bet he's probably taken a couple snaps there at some point, and I just ain't seen it. Probably like during the preseason or whatnot. But shout out to Moton.
Slim's right, man. It is a shame that Ron sat him off rookie year.
That's facts. Man. It's one of my big gripes, and we'll talk about that later when it comes to rookie of the year. Get on my soapbox again. But let's move on. I think next up I have either offensive. No, I forgot. I got Dave's most unappreciated player on defense. I know you put for that, right?
Some people might not agree with me on I'm saying
I think I didn't nominate one. I didn't nominate one, but Dave, who you got, B?
Eric Reed, man. And people are like, well, how is he underappreciated? I'm like, because we're talking more about the fact he's been drug tested 8 times. We're talking about more the fact that we're talking more about things off the field more than we're talking about what he's been doing on the field. Considering that he's been sitting for a while, I think he's done excellent for us. And we need to try everything we can to get him back here for next season. That's why I picked Eric Reed. A lot of people aren't talking about him enough. He's had a pretty decent year, considering that he's been sitting for a long time. He produced at a high level. We haven't had a good safety like this in a little while, man. So
yeah, I mean, I think, and I don't think I nominated one because I kind of agree. I do agree, and I'm kind of indifferent. I couldn't think of anybody else. If you look across that defensive line, there's nobody there who I feel like deserve any appreciation, maybe except for Peppers. And then you look at the linebackers, and Luke is always appreciated. You know what I'm saying? You look at the DBs. I felt like there's nobody I could really look at and be like, all right, he deserves it. So I roll with Eric Reed, and I think what people are not talking about is when he came in, right? So when did we pick him up, right? When did he start playing? And then he started playing like very well. Like it takes some time to pick up a system and learn how to play it and do it at a high level. I think he did that, and then not only that, I think he played better. And y'all correct me if I'm wrong, but I think he played better when Rivera took over play calling. You saw him more in the box. You saw him blitzing more. He's more impactful. I think Rivera knows how to use him properly. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like he played even better. Let me not say he played even better when Ron Rivera took the reins at play calling. Just as my opinion. So I'm rolling, Dave. I'm rolling with you on Eric Reed.
Yeah. Nah, because like the only two choices in my eyes was between him and Kyle Love. Those are the only two
I think that's a great point. Oh, that was a good one, Dave. Those are the only two I
could think of because
that's a good one.
Underappreciated cats, right?
That's a good one. That's a good one.
You know, those are the only because people in the chat mentioned Love too, but those are the only two that could have been in the running. I picked Eric Reed because I'm thinking about the fact that all the attention that he brought in, which isn't deserving, so to speak. Like he shouldn't have gotten all the attention about it. It shouldn't have took this long for us to sign him. It shouldn't have took this long for any NFL team to sign him. I'm happy we did because we had the need. And that's what it boils down to. Like, the whole situation and the protesting, it's about picking up people with the need. There's a lot of teams in the NFL right now that needs a quarterback. And there's some that won't allow them to sign a good one. Or someone that's been to a Super Bowl. So I'm happy that we got the new owner because we know that the old owner wouldn't have brought him in.
Facts.
Now we might have a good chance to re-sign him.
Facts. And I agree with you, Dave. I just want to speak my piece, but I agree with Dave when he said we need to do anything we can to re-sign him because I think he's that good, and I think he's just scratching the surface of what he could do for us. You know, so like I really think he can be really good. You know, Pro Bowl, All Pro level safety. You know, in our system because who also made the Kurt Coleman, fam? Come on, B. Like he can be much better than that. Much better than that. So like I'm rolling with Eric Reed. All right. So let's move on.
It all depends, guys. It's put on that he might not resign. I was like, it all depends on if other teams are going to be willing to pull the trigger. There could be teams that aren't willing.
A lot more than not. There's
a lot. Like you got to remember, man. There's 32 teams in the NFL. This guy sat for a long time.
And listen, and we'll talk about this on I don't want to get into numbers because I want to save that content for later. But listen, the safety number is going down yearly. Like nobody's paying safeties like that. And he said he wants market value. He can get market value, and we can afford it. All right. We can afford it. So I don't want to talk about you know what we'll give them because we'll do that on another episode. But I think it's more than attainable for us to keep Eric Reed at a friendly price too.
So I'm gonna leave it at this. It is a copycat league, and it would make sense for other teams to take a chance on him. But here's the thing that you're failing to realize: that man had 7 random drug tests in a span of 12 weeks.
Not only
There's
that,
a lot of teams in the NFL that don't want him there. Way too many.
Yeah, no, I agree, man. Listen, at the end of the day, these owners still don't, because if that was the case, I think a lot of people would because he's still showing his support for Kaepernick every day. So like if that was the case, it's a copycat league and people are quote over it. I think you know people would have signed Kaepernick. That's just my opinion. I know it's not the same player, but that's the reason why they're not signing him for football reasons. They seen it. If it was for football reasons, he would have been signed.
And there's more to it too. You also got to think about the fact that the dynamic in the locker room. There's probably
I get that.
You cannot walk.
I get that, Slim. I'm rolling with that though. I get that. I'm with you on that. His comment was said but some owners will say like, "Yo, look at me. I'm progressive." I get that. I'm with you. I'm rolling. I see where you're going. I'm rolling.
Yeah, but you know what? But the thing is, man, that owner's got to be probably he can't be older than 50.
I can see it. I see where he's coming from.
I know where
I
he's
can rock
coming
with
from,
that.
but I think there's a lot of stubbornness in this league, man. You know, they'll sign somebody that assaulted somebody before they'll sign him. So, and I digress. I mean, he had to he had to wait an extra week to get his interception. So, but all right, I'm done.
All right,
I'll hop off my soapbox.
let's move on. Let's move on to rookie of the year. I think this is pretty obvious.
It's not close.
Yeah, not close. I'm rolling. DJ Moore, listen, it. I I pounded the table for this dude. Check my resume, B. Check my resume. I've been pounding. When y'all telling me to chill, I was pounding the table for this dude. I wanted to get on the field. I was not. Well, go back and look at my draft film, my film. You can go back and look at my group me. I didn't want this dude at first. I'm not gonna lie. Before I saw the tape of this dude, I was not impressed. All right, I saw the tape and I saw it. I saw it. Okay, and then I saw it again in the preseason games. I saw it. And then I continued to see it when he got them snaps. And I saw it. This dude's gonna be special, fam. He's gonna be special, okay? I don't think y'all understand. Like when this dude gets his routes together, and like his yak is impact. There's nobody like this dude when he gets the ball in his hands. Nobody. There ain't a receiver in this league that's like him when he get the ball in his hands. He's looking for contact. He's not going out of bounds. He want all the smoke. This dude is special, okay? And I think he would have had the receiving record, he would have led the receivers in yards had Rivera played him earlier and often and gave him the snaps. He would have had it because he's at 788 yards receiving, and I think he's like maybe like 60. No, I think Ridley had 865 or something like that. So he was close. Just imagine if he would have had those extra snaps. Yeah, he fumbled. He's a rookie, B. He's gonna make mistakes. He was allowed to make mistakes. I guarantee you it don't happen next year. He's not gonna have those issues next year. I'm telling you. I'm telling y'all, man. I pounded the table. Check my resume, dog. I pounded the table for this dude. Get him on the field. And he did great things when he was on the field. Go ahead, Dave.
Yeah, Dante Jackson. Like I know the debate is why didn't we do Dante Jackson?
Nah.
You can't.
Nah, B.
You know, I understand it was easy to say, well, Dante played all the games, but no, because he got smoked too.
Yeah, Dante took his lumps too. He
took his lumps with the rookies.
He got a quick his picks. His picks came quick, and then after that, you got to be consistent to me. You got to be consistent. I think Dante is well. You can discuss it, but it's gonna be quick. All right, DJ is Rookie of the Year. It happens. He's the man.
And bottom line, man, Fun's about to walk. I don't think Bradbury's going anywhere.
Well, I think Funches would have walked regardless, no matter who he had on the roster. But that's another story.
That's not a debate for another day.
It is a debate it's not even a debate actually. I just hey, I listen. I've been saying this stuff. If y'all listen to this podcast or y'all listen to us, y'all know what's up. We've been saying the same. Everything that's happening, it's common sense. Like it's just common sense stuff. It's not like we have some insider knowledge. It's common sense to play DJ Moore when he's beasting like that, and especially in the preseason. All right, I get it, y'all. You know, you want to send them a little message for the for him doing him rolling down 77 rather quickly. I get it. You benched. I think didn't you bench him a game or something like that? Like, all right, you got the point. Now play him. It's just bad on Rivera. This is another knock on Rivera. You have to play your guys, and I feel like and this is another discussion for another day. We need to have a youth movement, and you can't have a youth movement if you're not willing to play your youth. It's just common sense.
And the thing is, in the past, he would talk about how he has to play his young guys, and he would play his young guys, right? But maybe he's more willing to do it on defense versus offense.
No, he had to do it. He had to do it on defense. I mean, he had to play. He had to play on Dante. He didn't play. He didn't play Golden like that.
But I'm thinking long term. Like before this year, he's always been kind of fine playing young on defense, but on offense, he's super. He sits his guys.
You got to stop all that, quarterbacks. Man. You got to stop that, man. I know he's seen this dude in practice. I know he saw him put Dante on roller skates in training camp. We saw it.
Yeah.
We saw it. Everybody saw it. Everybody was at training camp saw it. And you can't be that stupid. You can't be that stupid, man. You can't be that stupid not to play this dude. And that's on Rivera. And that's what I think. More than anything, you go 7-9 and lose however many games. Like, yo, you have to play your young guys, fam. Like, at the end of the day, you can't have dudes like this sitting on the bench. And he's done it across the board with a lot of dudes. He likes his veterans, and I'm all for veterans in the right places. But when you got electric dudes like this, you gotta play him. You gotta play DJ. All right, you got anything else?
I'm good, man.
All right,
let's
move on to defensive MVP and unanimous decision. No need for the suspense. I'm rolling, Luke. Listen, let me just say this. I'm just happy this man played all 16 games. Can we give him a round of applause for that? Can we give him a round of applause just for playing all 16 games and being healthy? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you for playing all the games. Hopefully we can get past this whole concussion thing, and his little dog collar thing is helping him out. I just hope everything is good with him for the future. But shout out to Luke. It's really nothing else to say. I'm just glad he played all 16 games. I mean, he's a beast. I did have him on stock down, and he deserved it at the time, but he's still the defensive MVP. Who else is it going to be? I'll wait. Who else is it going to be? I mean, yeah, he deserved it. I mean, fam.
Yeah.
And again, I say it again. When I do stock down, I'm only comparing you to yourself, B. I'm only comparing you to yourself. We're used to Luke having 15 tackles a game. When you only got 5, like, I get it. It's some things that go with it. I get some things that go with it. It's you got to have the guys in front of you. I get all that, but it's Luke at the end of the day, man. All right, you got anything else, Dave?
No,
on Luke?
I mean,
Nothing.
It's all it can be is Luke.
That's it.
All it could be is Luke. Like, you're not gonna tell me it was Peppers or Addison.
Fan. Addison did have what, like 9.5 sacks though.
Addison did well.
He had some sacks. He had some sacks. I think it went under the radar too. I think
it did.
He still needs to be in rotation. He's not an every down DE, in my opinion.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we're not paying him like one. So
I think we paying him quite well. Not
paying him well, but every down.
Yeah, I agree.
So we're paying him well.
All right. That's moving on. Let's move on to offensive MVP.
This is for Slim, man.
This is offensive MVP, ain't no doubt about it. My man's C-Mac. My man's C-Mac. I mean, like, listen, Dave, go ahead, man. What you got on C-Mac?
He would have hit 2,000 if he played the whole game.
He was close.
I'm fine with them preserving him. He broke the NFL record for catches for a running back. So
he did.
He broke some records. So
yep, he broke that. He got some more stuff. He got most catches in a season by a running back, most catches regardless of position by any Panthers player in a season. Most yards from scrimmage from a Panthers player in a season. The first NFL player to tally at least 50 rushing yards and 50 receiving yards in 5 consecutive games.
That's insane.
And
man.
joined Herschel Walker and Alvin Kamara as the only 3 players to gain at least 1,500 rushing yards and 1,500 receiving yards in their first 2 seasons. Finished sixth. He finished sixth in total rushing. He had 1,098 rushing yards, which is impressive. And he was 3rd in all-purpose yards. He finished 1965. But if you want to be technical, he did have the pass that does get him over 2,000 all-purpose yards. So Dave, technically, Dave,
bold prediction.
you're spot on, B. You were spot on with the bold prediction. 2,000 all-purpose yards. You hit it. So I mean, it's crazy. It's impressive. It's impressive, man. I mean, he's the man. He balled out, man. It's just impressive what C-Mac did.
And he played through every game. When we're getting destroyed, he played. Like, he played, even when it was like, it seemed like everybody else wasn't playing, he played.
Super durable too. And nobody's talking about that. Like he's not hurt. He didn't go out. He didn't go out like a Gurley. He didn't go out. He's in there, playing every down, just about. So, I mean, shout out to C-Mac. I will say this: as much as I rag on, Slim about that, I don't think we'll see this kind of number again from him. Just because I think they're gonna ramp back his usage. I think they're gonna bring somebody else in. They're not gonna do this to him again.
I don't know if
they're not gonna do that. They're not gonna do that again to him this year.
I don't know if I agree with that one, Shy.
I don't think they're gonna do that again to him next year. I really think they're gonna bring somebody in and mix it up a little bit.
We didn't think they were gonna do that. Well,
actually, we did. I did too. When we said it, but when they brought in C.J. Anderson, we kind of was like, I got a little double trouble part 2. But I really do think he's not that. This won't be repeated again. I think 1,500 all-purpose per year. I think that's gonna be his average. I think he's still gonna get a lot of touches. He's gonna get a lot of passes. He's gonna get a lot of rushing yards. But I don't think this close to 2,000 is gonna happen again. That's just my opinion. I don't think it is.
Fantasy question for you, sir.
Go ahead.
I know it's super early, but I'm gonna ask anyway. Where do you think he'll go in the draft?
He's going top 10 next year, for sure.
I got him top 5, man.
For sure he's going top whatever, but I think I'd stay away from him because I really think we're not going to use him like we did this year. I really do. I don't think it's going to be repeated.
I think we are.
We could. I could be wrong.
And we're going to need to depend on what's going to happen with everything else that's going to happen in offseason.
So. The problem is with drafting him that high is you're going to expect this year's production, and I don't think it's going to happen. I just don't. I could be way off base, but I really think he's I think he's not getting as many touches next year. It's not. I don't think it's going to happen. He is durable. I get it. I get it. Trust me, I fought for him to get the ball as much as he did, but I just don't think he's gonna get this many touches. This is my opinion.
I think Norv is the reason. I think Norv is the reason why we're gonna get that. That's why I think nothing's gonna change unless we bring a new coaching regime in. That's why I think it will be like this next year.
And you got you got to think if Cam Newton's healthy, he can push the ball downfield. It changes things. It changes the offense. Like Slim said, it's no more dink and dunk at that point. It's we're pushing the ball downfield. Maybe get some more touchdowns, but I really think the offense is with a healthy quarterback. Y'all see how Kyle Allen pushed the ball and it worked. We were able to push the ball on them on Marshawn Lattimore. By the way, y'all saw DJ Moore cook Marshawn Lattimore, right? So we have the players to stretch the field. We just don't have the quarterback at this point when he's healthy. And we'll talk about all this in another. I keep saying that. I apologize, but we're gonna get to a lot of that in another episode. But
We got a long off season, guys.
it is. So that's that's all. I think that's all the that's all the superlatives I had. If y'all want to call in and talk about y'all and what y'all think, you're more than welcome to. Try to keep it. We're gonna try to keep it short, cause I know y'all want to go see that R. Kelly Jones.
I won't be. I'm good.
Yeah, I know y'all want to go. I know y'all want to go see R. Kelly, dog.
Huh?
I know y'all want to see Most Improved. That's a good one I could have did. No, I don't have Most Improved, but y'all can call in and tell me who y'all think most. If I had if you wanted to name a Most Improved player, who would it be? I think I'm gonna roll with let's put it on. I'm going. I mean, that could be McCaffrey too, right? I mean, that's the easy. That's
you
the
could
easy.
do McCaffrey for that too.
That's an easy one. But not so obvious. Not so obvious. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna roll. How about
Kyle Love?
Yeah, I can
Kyle
see that because he
Love.
did play well this year. How about Curtis Samuel though? How about a healthy Curtis
Samuel?
How about a healthy Curtis Samuel?
We could do Curtis Samuel.
How about
I wouldn't be mad at Curtis Samuel. You could do Cam prior to the injury.
Yeah, true.
There's a couple options.
Noli.
Noli, what's
Noli?
good? What's good, bro?
Not much. How y'all doing?
Man, we good, bro.
Doing great.
What you got, man?
All right, that's you. Well, before I start, I think last week we congratulated Slim for his championship victory, but we forgot about Mr. Dave. Congratulations on winning the pigskin pick'em.
Nobody
I know
cared
you
about
won
that.
it pretty much by default because we all forgot, but a dub is still a dub. So
Nobody cared about that.
Yeah. We next season I'm gonna push that harder because I think it's important.
Because it was just me and you for a while, and then I forgot one week, and I was like, screw it, I'm not going to do this anymore because I was up behind by like 15. So, but,
Yeah, next season we'll push that because I want to get more people in it. Like I would like to get at least 20 or 30 people in it or something for next year.
Yeah, no, that'll be definitely be a lot more fun. Yeah, long off season, like you said. This is kind of the death time because we know that a lot of things aren't going to pick up until after the Super Bowl. But I guess the main thing I wanted to ask is, out of the current free agents that we have a bunch of them, and I guess maybe you guys will talk about this going forward. Who do you think is, like, besides Eric Reed and some of the other obvious ones, who do you guys, I guess, want back really bad that people aren't talking about? Because for me, I kind of want to re-sign Kyle Love. I know Eric Reed's a priority.
That was
I would.
Oh, go ahead. My fault. No, go ahead. My fault. Go ahead.
Yeah. Kyle Love, I feel like is someone we need to bring back. Maybe Chris Clark, just for depth purposes. But obviously, with the steps we take, obviously we're going to take care. The way I see it, important is to figure out who we're going to re-sign, who we're not going to re-sign, then go to free agency, the draft. But just want to know who you thought were the couple of Panther players you think we definitely need to bring back. And obviously, you guys know who I don't want back. We've talked about it a million times and no need to get into it. But just wanted to ask you guys about that.
Yeah, so for me, it's definitely Kyle Love. I think he played well. I think he should be starting next year. We run rotation, so it doesn't really matter technically who starts. But Kyle Love for sure. Outside of Kyle Love, I think it would be nice, and this is just me, but without putting the numbers together and not knowing what he's going to take, it would be nice to get back Darrell Williams at a very, very cheap deal to see if we could put him back at right tackle and move Moton to left tackle. I would love to see that
so you do want to move Moton. Okay.
And the reason, listen, this is why I say that, because everybody wants to say, and we talked about this in the group meet, but everybody wants us to pick up one of the top O linemen. But at the end of the day, do you really want a rookie starting at left tackle? And that's typically not what happens.
No.
They typically start at guard or they start at right tackle. So it doesn't matter if you draft a guy that's capable of playing left tackle. That doesn't mean he's gonna, that doesn't mean he's gonna play left tackle when day one. So I just want people to understand that, because my fault. Let me just finish this. I feel like everybody's gonna push. Yeah, sign an O lineman, sign an O lineman. And there's some good ones. Like I think Jonah is nice. I think Jonah is real nice, and the Greg Little kid is nice. But they're gonna start at right tackle.
Exactly.
So I just don't think that you have to find somebody to play left tackle. Clark can do it. Like you said, Clark is a good, cheap Newhouse. I didn't see much of Newhouse, but there's some guys on the roster that can play left tackle, that are serviceable at left tackle. But at the end of the day, when we draft one, it's just not gonna happen. Go ahead.
There are exceptions. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, Cam Robinson and Deion Dawkins played early on, and they weren't even first rounders, but more times than not, like you said, they do start out. They do start out at the right side or at guard, and if that's what they see, I would like to keep on that right. But if they bring it back, I mean, I'm not opposed to it. It's just so hard to find a left tackle. It's like finding a good pass rusher. It is just so hard. And if one is really that good, worth taking in the draft, the chances of them falling to 16 are pretty slim. They usually go within the top, 5, 6, 7 picks anyway. But yeah, it'll be interesting to see how.
Man, it froze up. Oh, my fault. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, hopefully Hurney just does his thing and we really revamp this roster because, like you said, that seat has been hot and it's even hotter now for both Hurney and Rivera. And we'll be back next year. But, yeah, as always, great show, and I'll catch you guys later.
All right, Nolan. Thanks for calling in, bro.
Anytime.
Just to I think ideally the best situation would be get Darrell Williams at a cheap deal, very cheap prove it deal, and then have him Moulton slide over to left tackle, and then you could draft somebody, somebody that you can groom later on in the rounds. But that's just my opinion. I haven't started my reviews on the offensive lineman yet. So once I get there, I may have a different opinion because I think Jonah Williams is really good. I really do, but I think he's gonna go like Noli said. I think he's going top 10. So I think he'll be out of here. But Speed Bump gotta go. He's done. He's got to get out of here. I don't think center's the biggest issue. I think Larson goes in as center, and I think we'll be okay. Larson was serviceable.
Yeah, we got him on the contract, so we should be good there.
Yeah, he's here for another 2 years.
Yeah, we good.
Yeah, I think it's a problem. Yeah, I definitely think Khalil is the man for sure. But it is what you're not just gonna draft another Khalil or pick up another Khalil like that.
We stole Khalil when we drafted him.
Yeah, I think it was second round, right? Was he
second round, man.
Second round.
End of the second round.
But yeah, man, it takes time. Like one thing about O linemen, there may be some that succeed right out the box, but it's rare, man. Them dudes take time to come along. And even draft, I just want people to understand that drafting, just because we draft an O lineman does not mean our issues are gonna go away immediately. It's gonna take time, man. It's gonna take time with drafting O lineman. That's why I like picking up free agent O lineman. Obviously, speed bump was not the right answer, but I do think Chris Clark is a serviceable answer and a short term answer until we can fix it long term. And maybe now is the right time to draft an offensive lineman to start grooming. But yeah, so if we're not getting no more callers, I'm good on that. We can shut this thing down. Shout out to the Aggies though.
Yes, sir.
Y'all not seeing the 3-time national champs, dog.
Shout out to Raleigh Tees.
Yeah, shout out to Raleigh Tees, man. If you in it, Dave, I don't know, man. Before I get him a shout out, I kind of got to rag on the quality, man. They kind of hit me with the DJ Moore swag quality for the T-shirt. I need that dry fit love. It's kind of
nah, man. You getting Glidden?
It's kind of that facts. Straight Walmart
Glidden,
action.
Man. There's nothing musicians use, and this is what we use for.
Straight up, yo. It's cool. It's a good shirt though. It's not peeling. I washed it. It's good.
So I'm good. I got a shirt, a hoodie. I'm good.
Shout out to Scott Thomas, Aggie Pride. We both went to
Aggie
A&T.
Pride.
And Marcus. Oh,
All right.
one more call.
I think we're done, man.
No, we
ain't
got one.
no more
We got one.
calls.
We got one more call. That's the last
one more
call I'm gonna
caller?
take. Yo, what's up, 727?
Hey, what's going on, y'all? My name is Darius. How y'all doing?
What's up, Darius? What's poppin', bro?
What's up, Darius?
Not much, man. Just wanted to call in and get y'all opinion on this. I honestly want to see us on Hard Knocks. I want to get
hell
an
no.
inside look at our coaching staff. I
Well,
want
you're
to
not
get
gonna
it
see
for the
it.
coaching
Look, man.
staff.
I'm gonna tell you something right now, man.
Tell
Anytime
me
you see us in Hard Knocks,
You did not
Hard Knocks,
just say that.
we have to miss the playoffs next season and keep Ron Rivera for the next year, for 2020.
I'm telling you, I know Hard Knocks is a curse, but I just, especially dealing with his shoulder issue and how they handled Cam and everything, I really want to get an inside look on how they operate on the inside. Because we got a good look at Dirk Cutter, and he needed to go. After that season of Hard Knocks, like, we knew Dirk Cutter had to get up out of there.
I don't.
You know what the funny
Jackson
thing
this
is?
year.
If it's that bad, I don't want to know. I really don't want to know, man. I honestly,
I gotta know.
I feel you. I feel you.
Gotta
But I don't want to know,
Cam,
man.
Luke.
I don't want to be on Hard
We gotta
Knocks.
do something.
I don't want
I
to be
really
on
gotta
on
see.
Hard Knocks under any circumstance. B. That is the worst play. There has been some terrible franchises.
I don't know.
But the
man.
problem
I
is
gotta
that
know.
the problem is too is that the way that the Hard Knocks requirements are set up, you're gonna typically get a bad team. So you can't if this is the first year that the head coach has been the coach of the team, you're not eligible to do Hard Knocks. If you miss the playoffs 2 years in a row, if you make the playoffs within the last 2 years, you can't do Hard Knocks. Like there's like requirements.
Oh, well, I didn't know
involved.
that.
Yeah, there's
Once
requirements.
You,
Yeah.
So once you go down like the list of what it takes to make it, like right now, there's 5 exemptions. There's 5 things that exempt you from not being eligible for Hard Knocks. So based on those 5 things, there's only 5
So
teams
we
that
don't
are
meet the
eligible.
criteria. Okay,
Yeah, we don't.
okay.
I think
There's only
it's
5
the
things like the Giants,
Redskins, Giants. Yeah, it's a couple teams.
Yeah.
You're in bad shape if you're on Hard Knocks, and that's why I never
Yeah.
want to be on it, because those
Yeah.
requirements are like you're not good if you're on Hard Knocks, and that's why I don't want to be on.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
That's
Yeah.
not that I don't.
I
Cause,
just got one more thing.
oh, go ahead. My fault.
Oh, you good. I know we need a defensive tackle, but I was just thinking, what if Marty Herney addresses that in free agency and we pick up Deontay Thompson from Alabama?
Well, here's what I think. I don't like Alabama safeties. I'm just gonna say that.
You don't like it, Blue?
I don't like Alabama safeties, just because their front is so good. Like I think it masks a lot of their issues. I don't like any. And granted, there are a couple. Like Landon Collins is good. There are a couple guys, but this is my personal opinion, and it's not based off. It's based off of some fact, but it's just a feeling. Like their defensive front is so dominant that they don't get tested. They don't get tested a lot. And when they do, they hit the NFL. They get drafted high. Them dudes get exposed. That's just my opinion. That's just my opinion. Like I said, it's some fact to it, and it's more so corners than it is safeties. But I don't know. I don't know, man. That's just my thing. I'm a little wary of Alabama. But I will say this: I do think what Herney does, and I think how Herney approaches the draft, and this is how I think any GM should approach the draft, is fill all your holes. Let the draft come to you. If you go into the draft with no needs, you don't get caught trying to reach for something. You know what I'm saying? So like last year.
Yeah, I get you.
So like last year we had a need at wide receiver, but I think we could have skated by. I think we picked up some dudes that kind of made it okay for us not to if we didn't decide to. But when we did get one, it was all right. We really good, and we in a good situation for the future, and we're good moving forward. So
hopefully we draft good, man.
No, I think we'll be fine. I think we will. A
lot of our problems stem from bad drafts too. Because if you go back and look at our drafts, man, it's been real bad.
Yeah, it hasn't been pretty. Shout out to Slim. Slim,
right.
he brought it up for you. Go ahead.
All right.
Dave?
With regards to like the Hard Knocks requirements, there's the NFL can choose to force a team to participate in Hard Knocks if they fall under the following criteria. They haven't done the show in the last 10 years. They haven't been to the playoffs in the last 2 years, and they don't have a new head coach. So right there, that eliminates a lot of folks, and it brings it down to just 5 teams. And those 5 teams for this year are the Lions, the 49ers, the Redskins, the Giants, and the Raiders.
Yeah.
So the Raiders probably go get it.
I think the Raiders are going to go get
That's
it. Like, I think
yeah.
the Redskins
That's prime
fans don't
time.
want to see it.
That's prime time right there for the Raiders.
They're moving to
If
Vegas.
the Raiders get it, yeah, man, I'll tune into that.
Yeah, they're going to get it. I think the Raiders should get it because they're moving to Vegas, and Gruden is a freaking – and they just hired Mike Mayock to be the GM. Yo, yeah, that's the one you want to do. I think the NFL knows that too because they're going to get the pick unless a team volunteers. A team can volunteer. But the past couple of years, teams weren't willing to volunteer, and that's why they had to set the rules of how the NFL can just say, you're doing it.
Okay.
Because there were times where teams were volunteering to doing it, but then when they saw like all the cameras, there was one year where no team wanted to do it. That's how they had to come up with the requirements.
Speaking of the Raiders, I think the Raiders are going to take Cleveland Farrell. The guy I want us to draft. I think the Raiders are going to pick him up.
So my man Jay Anderson has the same fear I have about Alabama secondary members about Clemson's defensive ends. He said, and he's got a point. I don't have the list in front of me, but he said that those once they get to the NFL, they're solid, but there's no really great. I guess they don't live up to that draft position, if that makes sense.
Because they're not going to. Because look, they play for Alabama. They got a
Clemson.
freaking.
We talking about Clemson.
They got Nick Saban.
We talking about Clemson.
Clemson.
Cleveland went to goes to Clemson right now.
Oh, okay.
And them two, they got a dominant front. That's gonna be a great game, by the way. But I like Cleveland, but I think he's gonna be gone. I think he's gonna be gone by our pick. So I'm rolling as far as defensive ends right now. I'm rolling with Zach Allen. That's my guy
you like Zach Allen?
For right now. Yeah, for right now.
Okay, I gotta check out. I haven't watched any of your films.
Oh man, you gotta watch them, bro. You gotta watch them. They're fun. They're fun. When you get some time, you get bored.
I'll probably do that tonight.
When you get bored, just pop one on. You'll see it. You'll learn like me. Cause I didn't know nothing about Zach Allen, bro. I didn't know anything about him until I popped on that film. I was like, all right, this kid is legit. Like he's very good, high motor. He is relentless. Like he puts his hands up when he's not gonna get to the ball. He's got some decent moves. Strong kid. I like him. And he could play inside and outside too.
I'll definitely check that out.
Yep, appreciate that, man.
All right, no problem. I'll let y'all boys go for tonight.
All right.
Easy.
All right, man. Thanks for calling, bro.
All right, bye. Y'all too.
Yeah, I like
I love watching Hard Knocks.
I hate Hard Knocks. I don't want no smoke. Yeah, you like watching it because it ain't the Panthers.
But I like watching it.
Nah, babe, I'm good on that. I don't even watch it.
Oh wow.
I just like watching cats get cut because that's funny when the Bucks
No, that's my thing. Like,
when the Bucks cut Aguayo, man. I was like, damn, that sucks.
Like I watched Cleveland Brown. I watched last year when it was the Browns. I was like, yo, I don't know how they're gonna make this look good, and they pulled it off. And then they had the freaking football coach that stomach shifted whenever he yelled "hut." The most.
Oh yeah, that was funny. Yeah, that was funny.
So I'm cool with Hard Knocks.
And I do like they're talking about some more defensive. I do like Sweat too. I like Montez Sweat. I think he's growing on me more. Pause. I think the more I watch him, the more I like him. But I think for right now, and again, it's still very, 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 very early. For right now, I think the most realistic pick for us is at defensive end is going to be Allen. I think he'll be there at 16. But I do gotta say, like, it's top heavy for defensive ends. There's a lot of tweeners, but there's only a couple real defensive ends. Like Montez Sweat is a bit of a tweener. He can play outside linebacker, but he plays defensive end at Mississippi in a 4-3. But there's some dudes. There's some guys I really like. I think we're gonna get a very good pick. I think we got some really good options. I think we're gonna have some options. Though if it pans out right, I think we'll have some good options.
All right, I think we're done, man.
Yeah. Yeah. I think we're good. Next week we're gonna talk about our off-season checklist, Dave. So what do we need to do to get better? So that's what we're gonna talk about. We got a nice little list put together, and hopefully we can, try to put some ideas on paper and see if it's all feasible, and kind of go through the positions and talk about it. So it is definitely a long off season. It's gonna be we're gonna have fun with it though. If you're new to the channel and you didn't see what we did last year, we do live mock drafts, which we take everybody's opinion into account. It's fun, man. Those live drafts are fun, man. I cannot wait. I almost want to do one right now, just like as a super duper early mock draft, just because how fun they are. But I think everybody needs to get educated. That's why I'm doing these videos, to help y'all get educated. So y'all, when y'all say let's roll with Montez Sweat, y'all can tell me why. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I like doing those mock drafts, man. But yeah, I love those mock drafts, man. Them joints were so fun, man. We got into like some heated discussions, but they were fun, man. So. All right, but that being said, man, I think we good. We'll catch y'all on Monday. We're going live Monday, right, Dave?
We are going live on Monday.
Okay, just want to make sure.
We're definitely going live on Monday.
So we're going to be back on our regularly scheduled program next week. And, hope everybody is having fun at work again. If you do work, it sucked. Sucked today. It's going to suck tomorrow. Well, I work from home tomorrow, but.
Yeah, well.
But all right, let me roll this beautiful bean footage and get out of here.
Wait a minute. Wait, stop.
My bad.
There's one more thing we got to talk about.
What's up?
Who y'all got in the wild card round, man?
Oh, man, I don't even care. I stopped watching football. Well, NFL anyway.
You're not watching you're watching the playoffs this week.
I might watch. I no really games interest. Like, I don't want to see who's playing.
So we got the first one is Indy and Houston's probably gonna be the shootout.
Oh,
that's the first game. That's off the rip. That's gonna be the shootout game. That one in Seattle and Dallas. Both of those games are on Saturday.
Anybody but Dallas fan. All right, I'm rolling with Seattle, and I'm rolling with. I'm
picking Indy and Seattle for Saturday.
Indianapolis. Yeah, I can see that. It's
gonna be tough because I think DeAndre Hopkins is gonna freaking.
He gonna snap.
He's gonna snap.
I don't know, man. Colts defense is solid, man.
Yeah, but he's gonna snap, man. He's dedicating his game check to the 7-year-old.
Oh yeah, I thought about that. Yeah, he's
gonna snap.
All right, so I'm rolling with anybody but Dallas. So I'm going Seattle. I'm rolling with. I'm gonna go Indianapolis. I think Luck is balling right now, and their defense is actually good.
The defense is actually sneaky.
Yeah,
good.
It's good. No, it's not sneaky good. They're good. Like, they're legit. Yeah. So I'm rolling with the Colts, and I'm rolling with Seattle. And then what's the other games?
The other games is the Chargers and the defense barn burners. The Chargers and the Ravens on Sunday, and then the other, which is the
Chargers haven't been playing that well recently.
They haven't, and Baltimore freaking slapped.
Where's the game? Where is it?
It's in Baltimore. It's in Baltimore.
I'm rolling with the Chargers then, because they play damn good on the road. So I'm rolling with the Chargers.
No, it's an early game.
I'm rolling with the Chargers, fam.
I'm picking the Ravens again.
I'm rolling with the Chargers. All right.
Number one defense in the NFL, man.
Hey, it's the playoffs, B.
I'm rolling with the Ravens there, man.
I'm rolling with the Chargers, man. Chargers are
then
nice.
Then you got the Bears and Eagles. I'm rolling with Chicago.
I'm rolling with, man. Hey, look, man.
I know Nick Foles be doing this miracle work.
Foles is balling, bro.
That defense is legit, dog.
They are. I'm rolling with the Bears.
Is Khalil Mack's playoff debut?
I'm rolling with the Bears, B. I'm rolling with the Bears, and I'm rolling with the Chargers.
Yeah, man, that's guts, man. I I can't do them Chargers, man. They banged up too. Melvin Gordon might not play.
Oh, never mind. Take it back. I ain't know.
Well,
I thought he was playing.
I think he's questionable.
Oh man, he alright.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, Foles is hurt. You don't want to see Bears defense with no bruised ribs, B. That's nah. You don't want that smoke.
No, I'm picking the shy, man. Because if Foles don't survive, it's a wrap. They're done. That defense is great too. Like Saturday's gonna be like Saturday's gonna have all the scoring. Sunday's gonna probably be more of the low scoring type of game. Low scoring.
Only thing I'm watching on Saturday is Duke basketball. We got Clemson, so shout out to my Blue Devils.
All right, now we can do the theme song.
All right.
Thank you for listening to the Panther Nation podcast hosted by Rashad and David. Please subscribe to us on iTunes, Google Play, Stitcher, and our YouTube channel at Panther Nation Podcast. You can also like our Facebook page at Panther Nation Podcast. While you're at it, follow us on Twitter at Panther Nation PC. And always remember, keep pounding.
Peace out, peeps.
Y'all have a good one.